Afternoon and welcome to Courtroom Chronicles Trials of South Africa. Happy birthday, Mdase. We cannot start the day without wishing you a happy birthday. And if it's not your birthday, you're welcome as always. And I want us to dive into something today. So, we are diving into a story that has been making headlines. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, then I'm here to do that. And we have seen this story, and we're just trying to figure out all these lavish lifestyles. Is the law catching up? Yes or no? So, what am I talking about? We are talking about the Specialized Investigating Unit, the Special Investigation Unit, what we know as the SIU. You've probably heard about them. This is the government body that investigates corruption, abuse of power, a lot of things, misuse of public funds. Some people know them, some people don't. Some you've heard the SIU, but you don't really know what it means. So think of them as detectives that are from the government looking into people's lifestyles. They're auditing their lifestyles. They're looking at the abuse of power, departments that are spending money, and they find evidence of wrongdoing, and then they refer these cases to the NPA. So this is what we are talking about. So over the years, there are people that we have seen that the special investigating unit have found guilty, and some of them you choose how you want. Depends actually on what you were found guilty of. You repay the money. I think it was last year, or yeah, it was last year or early this year, where Umini Dlamini was required to pay a certain amount of money. And the late Presley Twenywahai also, his properties were also investigated, and they found, he was scrutinized in investigations, his assets. So now the other person that the SIU has taken assets from is Morgan Maumela. We know Morgan Maumela. He was implicated in the Tembisa Hospital um, saga, and the country was watching when his cars were taken. We saw them, the blue cars there, the Lamborghinis were being taken, and we watched, and people kept on saying, why is this person not arrested? Why are they not arrested? So I just want to tell you that the special investigating unit investigates, doesn't arrest people. They investigate, take this to the NPA, then the NPA takes over. So I hope you understand. So Umini Dlamini was ordered to pay back the money that was misused. And yeah, so there's a lot of entertainers, public figures that have had their finances investigated, and then they will ask questions, obviously, on how they funded these lifestyles. I know, especially from the black communities. If suddenly someone is buying cars and all of that, we just think it's either the lotto or it's tender related. But people do ask themselves. We know this person, Ubusi, was walking just now, but now she's driving a Porsche and all of that. But then there are people who don't just watch, there are people who watch and then report. And it might not be known to you, but you might be investigated and you know nothing about it. Which brings us to today's story. As you can see, this house, it starts with this house, this mansion in a quiet village in Limpopo. I want us to talk about this thing of Limpopo. So this mansion, take a look at this home. It's large. It's a double-story mansion. Impressive, right? Yeah. And a lot of us talk about these houses from Limpopo. We know that people are educated, people are doctors, people are earning a lot of money. But not everyone gets these things in the most legit way. So if you ask me, this is about a yeah, this is a house in Limpopo. So let us talk about the owner. Take a look at this owner. Her name is Helen Nkohatsi. She's from Limpopo. She was a senior administrator in the Department of Home Affairs between 2021 and 2023. and she allegedly approved over 400 visas fraudulently and reportedly pocketed over 1.3 million rands from these approvals. Obviously, it means that she got some moolah because Helen, her salary was 25,000 rand. So if you look at the mention and then in the salary, it does not match. And if you ask me, I think she might have thought that she got away with it. Because tell me, she resigned in 2023. It's 2026 now. Ziyakhala. Ziyakhala. And no one has been arrested yet. But yeah, um, I'm here to tell you what else did she build. She did not only build the house, there was something else. So she resigned in 2023, and it is believed that she thought she might have gotten away with it. The SIU is still investigating the finances and approvals that she made. The case is ongoing, and it's clear that there needs to be transparency and accountability. These things are important in public service. And some people are asking, should everyone be investigated? To check what you are getting, your lifestyle should be audited because there's a lot that is going on. There's a lot that is going on. So this story isn't just about one mention and one individual. It is about systems that are designed to protect the public uh, from being abused. People are abusing funds, and we are always talking about undocumented foreigners in the country. Now these people are documented. They've been given visas. The only thing they had to do was to pay this. So we're busy saying people are coming here, they are crossing rivers, they're using crocodiles. We even make fun about it. But there are South Africans who are taking money from people to come in this country fraudulently, and they are building mansions with the money that they get. And who knows what else they do with the money. So that's how this corruption was uncovered. This also reminds us that while these investigations are underway, justice can take time. And then you relax and think that, I've gotten away with this. No one knows, no one will, Gandhi, you're being investigated. And if you have nothing to hide, then yeah. So these patterns are being uncovered, and the first step is holding people accountable. A lot of people have been asking themselves, will she be held accountable? Or this is just another SIU investigation and this was found and nothing will happen to her. Yeah, we are all asking ourselves that. So this is the part that I said I will tell you. She did not only build a house, but she built a tar road leading to her house. I'm sure you can see it up there, to make sure that when she comes with her car or any car that comes there travels nicely. That's why she built this tar road. Don't ask me if there wasn't a tar road in her village or not. I do not know. But what I know that she did not only build the house, but she added a tar road also. So as always, we'll keep following the story and let you know if she was arrested or not. But right now, as I'm doing this, I know that there are no arrests that have been made. She's not the only one. And last week I gave you a scoop about a family in the Department of Education that squandered money and how they did it. If you didn't watch it, please go and watch it. And today I bring you Helen. Helen, who was a senior administrator at Home Affairs, who built this huge mansion. And people, obviously, in your village, if you build something like this, people think, hey, this person has been working hard in Gauteng, they work in Home Affairs. And she was involved in that. She gave visas fraudulently. So if you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and we will definitely bring you more when we find um, such information. And yes, we'll definitely make tell you, I mean, if someone has been arrested or not. Until next time, God bless you. Ciao.